All right, y'all, we're taking a look at this Boudoir Facebook ad. Can diagnose it, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So Boudoir low click syndrome, aka BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ad is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad. And we care about this because if a woman's clicking on our Boudoir Facebook ad, that means our Boudoir Facebook ad has entered her brain. And that is the only way our chance of buying from us is greater than 0%. So we got to get this number up as high as possible, but 6% is the minimum. Anything under 6%, we got a big problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% and should be. That's because a unique CTR under 6% is not normal. Super common, it's the most common thing I've seen, is actually, but this is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. And that deeper root cause are the three pre-click mistakes, the three PCM. More on this at the end of the video. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we're building up our universe here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the three pre-click mistakes. Now, we know that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and we know that because we invented it. And treatment takes about a week. And that's where we duplicate the current ad. We leave the current ads running. Duplicate it, we treat the duplicated ad, run them in parallel, keep whichever one running at the end has the better metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we get rid of the three pre-click mistakes, we achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. So basically, we got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the three pre-click mistakes. And we treat that, easy to treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment, and we become a dominant Boudoir advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost. So it's from my residency, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out there, brought them back to the hospital, tested them. First one, found out the unique CTR was 4.3%. So we know that BLCS is present. Unique CTR under 6% means BLCS is present. And then duplicated it, treated with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, got the unique CTR up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 37% of ad spend. And so they're spending 10K a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad. Now they only need to spend 6.3K a month on the Boudoir Pico treated Facebook ad, and they'll get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. So they can decrease their spend by $3,700 a month, pocket that as kind of a phantom profit each month. That's like 40K over the next year without having to do anything. Next, found another Boudoir Facebook ad, brought it to the hospital, tested it. Unique CTR 1.39%. So we know that BLCS is present. And when the unique CTR when we duplicated it, treated it with Boudoir Pico, took about a week, we got the unique CTR up to 9.13%. So we found out the original was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending, 10K a month on Boudoir Facebook ads on the original, now they only need to spend 1.6K a month with the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get their ad into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. And that means they're pocketing, literally, they don't have to spend, they're pocketing kind of a phantom profit, $8,400 a month every single month, or it's like 100K over the next year without having to do any extra work. Finally, had a patient, says Boudoir Facebook ad, 5.03% unique CTR all. So we know that BLCS is present, unique CTR all is under 6%. So duplicated, did a lot of work with this one. So we did our Boudoir Pico treatment, takes about a week, and got the unique CTR all up to 15.35%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. And as a result, if you spend 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then now he only has to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad, and he can, he gets to add into the same number of women's brains in both scenarios. But now that 6,700 bucks a month that was being wasted, it's now being eliminated back in his pocket. He doesn't have to spend it as a phantom bonus every single month. Basically like, what's that, 80K bonus over the next 12 months. So from all this data, all this testing, what I've seen, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend. I mean, check out these numbers here: wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. And so they're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then on average, 5K a month is being wasted. They can eliminate that, put that back in their pocket. That's approximately 60K over the next year. Now let's come here. So, all right, we got nothing below the creative perfect. Now, yeah, so we're diagnosing here. If we believe this as BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, if the unique CTRL is under 6%. So we got the looks like an ad mistake. The creative here looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is we believe the number one way to bring in buyers and the best way to run ads is to have our ad look like an ad, because that's what we saw. Newspaper ads, magazine ads, TV ads, social media ads, other boudoir ads. But that is in fact 100% incorrect for social media Facebook advertising. Consequence of this, way more women scrolling by our boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, and actually pulling our unique CTR all under 6%. Then we're going to go look at the See More headline. That's the first 2 3/4 lines. Facebook newsfeed mobile be about this. The rest on line 3 over on the right will be ... see more. And we won't see the words experience or the, girl dancing emoji. So attention ladies 40 and over. Okay. This month we're giving 100 women an empowering, confidence boosting boudoir portrait. Okay, so we do got a little bit of context here. Not as much as we need, though, to give ourselves the best shot of getting a ton more women to click somewhere on our ad and get our ad into their brain. So we got the lack of context mistake here. The false belief that caused this mistake is, well, we see other boudoir Facebook ads. This looks like enough context, good enough. But in fact, that good enough is why literally every boudoir Facebook ad I've seen and tested has had BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome, and is wasting about approximately 50% of the boudoir photographer's money every single day, every single month. So we want to solve that, put that money back in y'all's pockets. So, all right, so looking at these two things that I commented on, I'm going to say, yes, I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTR all under 6%. Therefore, yes, I do believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, if you're a BLCA with BLCS, a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, and you're looking around at the market, you're seeing more Boudoir photographers enter the market every single day. Someone gets a new iPhone, all of a sudden they're throwing up a Google Maps profile saying they do boudoir photo shoots, or they get a new camera and they're, They get a new camera, and then they're posting in the mom groups that they now do boudoir photo shoots. So it's basically more competition for the same number of buyers. So it's getting more competitive, more saturated out there in the marketplace. And, so, you're also seeing inflation and living costs, cost of living, taking that into account. So you've already been optimizing your business, um, trying to pull out more profit for ideally, less input, less work. Um, Try to get a jump on all this and remain competitive. And you see Boudoir Pico can, save you approximately 5K in wasted boudoir ad spend. Eliminate that, about half the ad spend being wasted, and eliminate that and put that 5K back in your pocket instead of the Zuck's pocket, and that'd be approximately 60K over the next 12 months. And so you want this outcome, and you also want to achieve pre-click alignment to become a dominant boudoir advertiser with Boudoir Brain Entry Boost, because you need this to achieve that on your path to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM, and well, I don't have any. My patient intake is closed right now, but shoot me a DM, and when my patient intake opens, so my DMs are closed, but patient intake's closed. But when my new patient intake opens, my DMs are open. Shoot me a DM, and we'll see if you qualify for the Boudoir Pico treatment.